Hey, you know something, gang? That doom ain't really
What's
all
good, YouTube?
bad.
It's your girl Joleesa, and we're back with another video. NFL player says Rakai and Jamie Foxx are clones. Is this real life? Like, is this real?
Right. All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on. All right. So look, we'll go ahead and jump right into it. I just want to show y'all two clips from this Reggie stream with CJ.
Things get awkward after CJ Gardner Johnson as Reggie and Rod if Kai Cenat was cloned. I said Rakai.
Johnson. Now, my NFL fans that, watch my videos all the time, y'all already know who CJ Gardner Johnson is. Been in the NFL since 2019. So he's 28. He's almost entering veteran status in the NFL, right? Currently a player. And so he talked shortly about cloning, and he mentioned Jamie Foxx as well.
Jamie Foxx is a clone. Jamie Foxx is a clone. Ever since he got out of that car accident, bro, he has not looked the same. He hasn't been acting the same. Bro, Jamie Foxx is a clone.
He basically asked Reggie, do they have clones in their industry, as in the streaming industry? Reggie was like, he don't think so. And then CJ Gardner Johnson was like, he thinks Kai Cenat is a clone. And he was talking about this picture in this dress.
Oh my gosh. Is that Kai for real? That can't be Kai. They don't look like Kai.
Obviously, we know
it is a Vivette dress, though.
This is probably like generated by ChatGPT or something. That's obviously not Kai Cenat. Thought it was interesting that, somebody who's in the NFL, probably worth over $30 million.
Damn, 30 million?
Was actively believing and talking about cloning, especially the clip where he talked about Jamie Foxx. Now, the music that they always put over these clips is kind of loud, but I'm going to play it anyway. I know a lot of y'all be saying, the clips on TikTok is this and that, but you got to realize a lot of people who watch these people's streams, they clip it and they put it on TikTok. Like, you can't really find it nowhere else unless you're like watching their streams and stuff like that. So sometimes you just have to deal with the little loud music in the background, unless I was to separate the audio. But anyways,
that's too much.
To actually
oh my gosh, I just want to watch the clip.
Making this one change will help keep you on track all year long.
Check this out, y'all.
Hey, cloning y'all industry?
The streaming industry?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I only know a few niggas. So.
I ain't gonna lie. I seen a picture of Kai. I thought he was cloning. That dress picture. That dress picture. Is that dress picture real?
What dress picture?
Oh, y'all ain't see that.
About when they be saying like niggas be getting cloned and shit.
For me?
Yeah.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. He's in the NFL.
You can't see it.
If a nigga in the NFL says that it's true because the NFL are the top warriors of this freaking industry, bro. The NFL are the top freaking like game players, like chess players in this freaking bro. If you play in the NFL, you know how many injuries you could get from playing football, and if you play in the NFL in a high level, bro, you know they could just easily send out for you to get killed on the field. Like, you know how they use Tom Brady. Tom Brady got like 50 rings. You know, bro.
Into conspiracies, bro.
It's true.
Like everybody talks about football, American football. If you're an American, you know, oh, American, I'm American. All the 1% niggas love football.
You know why I'm feeding into it? Because the same way I told y'all how they got y'all off the Epstein files. Look at one thing. All of a sudden, cloning ain't became a topic since. So,
bro, I found out about cloning in 2016. All these people that coming about this cloning stuff is late. Like, what the freak? They been cloning people.
Which one to pay attention to? But cloning is real. Jamie Foxx is a fucking clear evidence of it.
Damn, Jamie.
His stand-up comedy show. His stand-up comedy when he got back out of the hospital was a scene kind of. It wasn't stand-up comedy. It was like more so. This is what
and Rod, he back there singing like they don't care, bro. They don't care because they know that Kai is cloned. They don't want to say nothing about it because they know certain stuff that they don't want to speak about. I don't know if it's about the Kai cloning stuff, but they know something because they not saying, they're not entertaining this.
To me in the hospital and they try to take my life.
Now, if you couldn't hear, which I don't blame you, music extra loud. He was talking about Jamie Foxx. And he said he didn't believe that stand-up comedy was even stand-up comedy, which it really wasn't. He said he got on there just to tell you this is what happened to me in the hospital, and they tried to take my life.
They
And
did.
it
Well,
kind of gives you
they
a
did it,
sense
but
of
they did it the same way because he's still alive. Of course, you need, like Phantom said, you need the original to still make clones. So he's still alive. It's just that they're using the clones to push certain narratives that don't want to be pushed because Jamie Foxx, like, they had to tame him. That's why they cloned him.
like there's levels to fame. Obviously, CJ Gardner Johnson, he's 28 years old. So he's still, he basically was born in what, like 97 or something
98,
like that. Jamie
97, yeah.
Foxx is a lot older. So it just goes to show you, even someone that's in the NFL behind the curtains, a part of an association, a brotherhood, basically, there's levels to fame. You know what I'm saying?
It
Like, he's
is.
talking about Jamie Foxx as if like he hasn't met him, he doesn't know him. There's just levels to it. Someone like Jamie Foxx who's been famous damn near all of certain people.
Bro, it definitely is levels. That's why Kai is going through this little quiet period because he's getting ready to catapult into the highest level of fame, bro. He's got to. They talking about he gonna be with Rick Owens because Rick Owens, he's like one of the most known fashion designers. Kai about to be in the same room with Rick Owens. Like, he about to be on top of the food chain.
Certain age groups' lives, there's still mystery around those type of people who are that famous. But we all thought the same thing about Jamie Foxx. That was definitely like, I don't know. I don't know. We all thought Jamie was cloned because the shit happened right at the same time as they cloned Tyrone. And
Yes,
they didn't
bro.
tell us exactly what they were doing. That had
I
to be the
remember that
biggest
movie.
slap in the face. Like, come here, and just slapped you
Was
right
that
in
like
the
a
face. Like, right
2017?
at the same time of the movie, Jamie, the in real life, there was rumors of him being cloned from this mystery health scare, mystery illness that now we think we know what it was. You know what I'm saying? By what he said throughout that Netflix special. We're also going to get into some mystery illness stuff with Chris Bosh, who
Chris
is a former
Bosh?
player in the NBA as well. But check this clip out first real quick.
He got a lot of juicy stuff in
And
this
For
video.
some reason, right?
Oh my
Or
gosh, I went
his
forward too fast. Oh my gosh, go back.
tell us exactly what they were doing and just slapped you right in the face. Like, real life, that's three illness that now, by what he said through stuff with Chris Bosh, who is a former player in the NBA as well. But check this clip out first real quick. And this was this comedian talking about how what's the old dude name? Let me put it. Yeah, this was Donnell talking about Funny Marco and how he turned Hollywood. I just thought this was really interesting. And I
Funny
don't
Marco
think this
turned Hollywood. Don't
was
he still make videos on YouTube? But you can still turn Hollywood after you hit a certain amount of
a
subscribers, I
joke.
guess.
And crazy that Funny Marco got on a pizza costume.
I thought it was a
Crazy.
hot
Check
dog.
this out.
Apparently, you can go from zero to
Bro,
a
he keep
complete
putting
site in
video.
just a single prompt with
He
Wix
keep putting
Harmony. I
ads
don't know if
after
it's gonna
every
be possible. Or
before every
I want to
clip.
pick with you.
Why?
You changed.
How I changed?
Your energy has changed. Like the last time I did your punk ass podcast, it was in Atlanta and you had a different energy. Now you in Hollywood and you have a very, very Hollywood energy. It is borderline
What?
homosexual energy.
Is this staged?
Oh,
This is a skit?
That's a perfect homosexual response.
boy, to say all.
That and some of the first off, the only reason
calling
that
him
I'm
gay?
here now is because nobody else wanted to show up for you. I know I wasn't in the top 5. You called everybody. You was getting voicemail, and then you said, "What old nigga do I know that would probably want to be relevant?"
He talking out of his ass right
Hang out
now.
with the Y ends. It would be me.
With the
That's why
Y
you called me.
ends.
I'm going to block you because you do, and not that I have a problem with your community. I don't have a problem with the letters.
The letters?
Black people out.
No, all of them. My brothers are.
Oh, well,
I got a bone to pick with you.
That I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Y'all probably know Funny Marco. He's had a bunch of interviews, and y'all remember he had Orlando Brown on
He
his
did?
podcast. And remember when Orlando Brown was giving head to the microphone.
Oh my gosh.
That was Funny Marco's podcast. I think the
Oh
very
my
first
gosh.
time
I
that he
forgot
did
that
it.
was Funny Marco's podcast, bro. Maybe Orlando Brown was like his handler into the comedic business for Hollywood.
Somebody said the pizza costume says it all. I just feel like you need to have awareness of what's going on in the world at this time, and it would not be smart. It just would not be smart to wear a pizza costume. That's not, I don't even know.
What?
A very, very, obvious lack of awareness to what's going on in the world. Somebody said he did that interview with the comedian Mojo Brooks and was telling that man how handsome and fine he looked.
That's
I
gay.
mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's crossed that, that line, or if that's
He probably did. Maybe
the
with
way
Orlando
that
Brown.
he
Maybe
all-
Orlando Brown gave him the bosh boo bosh. And then now he's up there with who else they sold? Kevin Hart.
always was. Somebody said he denied nothing. He definitely
He did
he
not
definitely
nothing.
did not have
He's
that look like,
caught.
yo, is this guy serious? Like you could tell he was a little nervous. Let's move on though, y'all.
Chris Bosh said he woke up covered in his own blood.
I
What?
woke up covered in my own blood. It was crazy. It was fast. It was instant. There was no warning. I didn't have any time to prepare for it. I was
Bro, didn't Chris Bosh retire because he had like health problems in the NBA or something?
getting ready to go on a date with my wife, and the next thing you know, I was on the ground. I won't get into specifics, but you can kind of see I'm still recovering.
Dang, look at his eyes.
I'm not going to try to hide that one in case I look different, but it was a scary thing, and it came fast, and it
Oh, he on
made
Disney
me
Channel?
really have a different outlook on life and how things go, what we do for ourselves, what we do for our family, how we live our
Did they
lives.
try to get him?
Now, definitely very strange. A lot of people instantly thought panda eyes.
Panda eyes?
Somebody said y'all just be reaching for shit. What did Orlando Brown say about panda eyes? Deep
What did he
vein
say?
thrombosis almost took him out. Never heard him speak before. If you won't get into specifics, why even tell the story? Now, Yahoo, they termed this, once again, Chris Bosh is very famous former NBA player.
He's a Hall of
very
Famer?
good in his time. He also, in 2017, his career was basically over after they found blood clots in his lungs.
That's what it was, blood
Now,
clots.
this
Okay,
was in
okay, okay.
2017, and he was kind of, getting to the end of his career anyways, because, he was at a time where he played with LeBron and Dwayne Wade, and he was kind of going toward the end of his career. But after that, it was basically over for him.
It was
He tried to
raps.
get back into the league, but things just never really worked out. He's now 41 years old. And he didn't say this had anything to do with blood clots or anything. It doesn't sound like that. Now, what's going to make this
Don't blood clots stop the bleeding? So it couldn't be blood clots, because if it was blood clots, then he wouldn't be woke up to his blood, right?
it's even more interesting, and the only reason I decided to show y'all this is because Tamar Braxton said the same
She said
thing
the same thing?
happened to her.
Bro, that's scary as freak, Chris.
This picture is crazy. Somebody screenshotted this. I mean, he definitely got the panda eye thing going on, but I'm not going to officially say that it's from what panda eyes actually mean. But it gets a little bit red flaggish when we move on to this Tamar Braxton clip. I thought was very interesting. Check this out, y'all.
What the freak is panda
Are you aware
eyes?
of what really happened to you?
No, I'm not.
Or can you talk about
I can talk about it, but I'm not aware of what really happened to me.
Yeah.
All I know is that I went to a friend's birthday party. I gave a friend a birthday party. Hello.
You thought was your friend.
Well, we ain't even gonna touch on that.
Yeah.
I came home like I would normally do, Well, you kind of know the spiel. I come home, I'll take a shower, I'll wash my face, I'll come back in the kitchen. We'll have, have more cocktails.
I know how it goes.
Or have
Bro, on Google, it says panda eyes refer to dark shadow circles under the eyes, often caused by lack of sleep, allergies, genetics, or aging. Where blood pools in tissue following a basal skull fracture.
some food.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the same thing Orlando was talking about.
And congregate until everybody leaves. And the last person left. And one of my friends was just a little too intoxicated to drive, which is fine. My third bedroom is very iconic.
Mm-hmm. You always like, yo, Elle, you ain't got to drive. You can stay right here.
Yeah, it's very iconic. So, actually, me and Brian was texting each other while I was watching Real Housewives.
According to Orlando Brown, it says panda eyes with bruised dark left eye, sometimes called panda eyes or black eye club, which some claim was a sign of a secret initiation ritual.
Of Orange County, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up to my friend shaking me like, Tay, are you okay? Are you okay? What's going on? I'm calling the ambulance. I was like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
And then when I came to, it was like teeth and blood all over the place.
Teeth? And you just don't remember anything.
I do not.
That's scary.
I do not.
So did you look at the friend like, hey, did you do something to me?
No, that person wasn't capable. That person was mortified.
Yeah.
Mortified. Yeah.
So that's so crazy. And I'm sure you've run through your mind.
Yeah, I went to the hospital to try to figure it out because I was in excruciating pain. It was bad. And it was bad because I didn't know what happened to me. And psychologically, it was very heavy, And
did somebody break into their home and did this to them? Well, the Illuminati people do be having people that be following them home and following them on airplanes and stuff.
My whole right side of my body, I still get numb. Whole right side of my body was so numb I couldn't even lay down. I couldn't even sit. I had to lay on the floor on my back.
Oh my gosh.
And I went through a series of tests in the hospital for 5 days. And the only thing that they concluded to was a sleepwalking episode.
Now,
sleepwalking?
She said only
no.
thing the doctors could say was that it was a sleepwalking episode. And somehow she fell so hard that she knocked her own teeth out.
Her own teeth? I thought somebody else's teeth.
And she was laying in a puddle of blood. Now, this is Tamar Braxton from the early 90s R&B group, The Braxtons. Somebody said, I don't believe a word she says ever. I mean, it's either she's lying about what really happened or she's just lying completely in general, and none of this stuff even happened. And, she said that doesn't make sense because someone was there in the iconic room. I don't know. This is just a weird story. But like I said, the only reason I'm even showing this is because Chris Bosh gave the same exact story, that he was getting ready for a date. He just fell out and woke up in a pool of blood.
That's scary, bro.
Doesn't really make sense. Now, Chris Bosh, with those eyes, he's more showing that, yes, something did happen to him. Obviously, Tamar Braxton did this interview a while after whatever she's saying happened. I think it was back in August of 2025. But those are very similar stories. Teeth on the...
Tamar Braxton says she's still unsure how she ended up in a pool of blood, but believes this is why I was in excruciating pain.
Ground in a pool of blood. What would make you wake up, just
this is scary.
Pass out like that and wake up covered in your own blood? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that one. Thought it was pretty interesting.
Did you lose a lot of money sports betting on DraftKings?
Be safe. Like, what the freak? Don't sell your soul.
We can't capture it. We can't attack it.
What are you talking about?
Do anything about it. It has total dominion over our skies if it wants to. It shows up when it wants to, when it wants to. We can't predetermine this. We cannot control them. There's nothing, we have no power over them, right?
Right.
Demonstrably, we have no power over them.
What are you
which
talking
means
about?
We have no sovereignty, which is a major problem for the U.S. government. Disclosure is a problem for them because they would have to come out and say, sorry, guys, we don't control the skies.
Right.
They do. In fact, they probably control the oceans. In fact, we're not so sure about underground either, right? We control like about this much here.
Very thin layer.
And only if they don't show up and bomb us for some reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Who
land
is he
on our
talking
thin
about?
layer and abduct our citizens or something. So there's no
We at war?
possibility of an agreement with them, number one. So they cannot protect us on a legal basis for sure, but they also on a technological basis cannot defend us. We don't know where they come from. We can't invade their territory.
Right.
All ideas of warfare go out the window.
Yeah, we have no map of where they operate.
No, we have no leverage at all. So we're at the mercy of these things.
These things is, you know,
Is this why the government hasn't fully disclosed non-human intelligence?
the way he talks about it is as if he's so sure that it's not technology, or that he's so sure that it's just a whole nother group of, you know, beings that people call aliens. And I even saw some of these comments under my video yesterday. Why is it only in the US?
Because it's the
And
US
someone
it's the US 1% doing it to the US civilians.
responded, there are plenty credible and documented UFO encounter cases across the world, which is very true. It's not just in the US at all, but you
Bro,
got
they
to
just want to scare the civilians, bro, so we can always be in check, I guess.
realize US is, you know, the United States is like ran by propaganda, is ran by distracting you with just all kind of stuff. So you're gonna see more of it in the US. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's completely not real, like you're gonna see them test the technology that they have.
They're gonna test it
to
here
fool
first.
you into believing that you just saw a UFO, or that you just
They're gonna
saw
test it
an
here
alien.
first.
Kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, especially UFOs, with them saying they don't have any control over the skies nor the ocean. Of course they don't. That's why they've only, you know, that's why we've only discovered 5% of the ocean. They already know. They know what's down there. They know there are multiple portals
Yes, bro, they be lying to us. They lie every day. They lied about the Epstein files. They lied about Donald Trump. They lied about the pedophile. Bro, they lied about everything.
to the underworld. It is ran by those fallen angel beings. Even when you think about the Queen of the Coast, there's so many different like theories of which way you can go that would explain why we don't have full control over the skies, supposedly, why we can't go to the moon, and
Did we ever
why
go to the
we do
moon?
not explore the ocean. But one of the first things you have to think about when it comes to the US is that a lot of it is technology, y'all. A lot of it is technology, and they're just fooling you and playing with your minds at the end of the day. So yeah, man, with that being said, y'all, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up.
This is why you need to delete TikTok. You need to delete Instagram. Delete all the social media. Keep YouTube though. Subscribe. Keep YouTube and subscribe. But bro, you have to stay away from the social media because they will drain you and get all of your energy and put this energy into the technologies to distract you from what's really going on in this world. And then we're just gonna end up. Be safe out here.